Hey there, wellness warriors! Did you know that a sneaky condition affects 9 out of 10 people at some point in their lives, silently raising their risk of heart attack and stroke? I'm talking about high blood pressure, and today I'm sharing 10 natural science-backed strategies to lower it without popping a single pill. Stick around for a bonus tip that could be a game-changer for your health. Why this matters. High blood pressure or hypertension is like a ninja in your body. It creeps up without symptoms, but over time it can wreak havoc on your heart, brain, and blood vessels. In fact, it's linked to nearly half of all heart attacks and strokes. The good news? You don't need to rely on medications to take control. As a natural health specialist, I've helped countless people bring their numbers down using simple, holistic strategies. Today, I'm breaking down the best ones for you, so let's dive in. How blood pressure works. Before we get to the solutions, let's quickly understand what's going on in your body. Picture your blood vessels as flexible tubes like a garden hose. Your heart pumps blood through them, creating pressure to keep things flowing. When your heart beats, that pressure spikes. That's your systolic number, the top one. When your heart rests between beats, the pressure dips. That's your diastolic number, the bottom one. High blood pressure means those numbers are consistently too high, stressing your vessels over time. Ready to bring those numbers down naturally? Let's go. First up, what you eat plays a massive role in your blood pressure. One eating style shines above the rest, the DASH diet, which stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. It's not about deprivation, it's about crowding your plate with nutrient-packed whole foods. Think vibrant veggies, lean proteins like chicken or fish, whole grains like quinoa, and healthy fats like avocado. The goal? Cut back on processed junk and keep sodium in check. Studies show the DASH diet can drop your blood pressure by 5 to 6 points in just a few weeks. Here's the kicker. It's not just about shaking less salt onto your food. Most sodium, about 80%, hides in packaged snacks, fast food, and even healthy restaurant meals. For example, that colorful quinoa bowl you ordered. It could have more sodium than you need in a whole day. Aim for no more than 2 grams of sodium daily. Check labels, cook at home more, and season with herbs and spices instead of salt. Your heart will thank you. Next, let's talk about sodium's natural rival, potassium. This mineral is like a superhero for your blood vessels. While sodium makes them stiff and tense, potassium helps them relax and even flushes excess sodium out through your urine. Research shows that eating more potassium-rich foods can lower your blood pressure by up to 7 points. Load up on bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, beans, and oranges. A real-world example? Back in Finland, they launched a campaign to cut sodium and boost potassium in the food supply. The result? Sodium intake dropped by 30%, blood pressure fell by 10 points, and heart attack and stroke deaths plummeted by 80% in middle-aged folks. Life expectancy even jumped by years. Just a heads up, if you have kidney issues or take certain meds, check with your doctor before going potassium crazy. Exercise is a blood pressure lowering powerhouse, and you don't need to run marathons to see results. A 2023 study reviewed 270 trials and found that isometric exercises, like holding a plank or doing a wall squat, can lower systolic blood pressure by up to 8 points. These moves are simple. You hold a position without moving, building strength and reducing vessel tension. But here's the beauty. Any movement helps. Whether it's brisk walking, lifting weights, dancing to your favorite playlist, or even yoga, regular activity strengthens your heart and eases blood flow. Aim for 30 minutes most days, even if it's broken into 10-minute chunks. Find what lights you up and make it a habit. Your blood pressure will start trending down and you'll feel amazing. If you're following the DASH diet and moving more, you might naturally drop some weight. And that's a huge win for your blood pressure. Research shows that for every 2.2 pounds you lose, your blood pressure drops about 1 point. It doesn't take a dramatic overhaul. Even losing 5–10 pounds can make a noticeable difference. Focus on sustainable changes, like eating more veggies and cutting back on sugary drinks. Small steps add up to big results. Alcohol might feel relaxing in the moment, but it's sneaky when it comes to blood pressure. Drinking more than 2 drinks a day can raise your numbers, especially over time. If you enjoy a glass of wine or a cocktail, keep it to 1 or 2 max and balance it with plenty of water. Hydration helps your body manage blood pressure better, so sip on water or herbal teas throughout the day. Your vessels will stay happier, and you'll avoid those sneaky spikes. If you smoke or vape, here's a big reason to quit. Nicotine spikes your blood pressure instantly and damages your blood vessels over time, making them stiff and less flexible. That's a double whammy for hypertension. Quitting isn't easy, but there are tons of natural strategies to help, like deep breathing exercises, acupuncture, or even apps designed to support you. Every day without nicotine is a step toward healthier blood vessels and lower readings. Tip 7. Prioritize sleep like your heart depends on it. Sleep is a secret weapon for blood pressure control. Getting less than 6 hours a night increases your risk of hypertension, while 7-8 hours keeps things in check. If you struggle to fall asleep, try calming rituals like a warm bath, chamomile tea, or a 10-minute meditation before bed. I've got a video with my favorite sleep hacks. Check it out in the description. One thing to watch for: if you're exhausted even after sleeping, or your partner notices loud snoring or gasping, you might have sleep apnea. This condition can drive up blood pressure and resist other treatments. Talk to your doctor about a sleep study if this sounds familiar. Quality sleep is non-negotiable for a healthy heart. Tip 8. Manage stress without sabotaging yourself. Stress is tricky. A stressful moment, like a tight deadline, can spike your blood pressure temporarily. But chronic stress is worse because it often leads to unhealthy habits like overeating, drinking, or skipping exercise. The key isn't to eliminate stress, impossible, but to handle it better. Try mindfulness practices like journaling, deep breathing, or a quick walk in nature. Even 5 minutes of focused breathing can calm your nervous system and ease vessel tension. Find what works for you and make it a daily ritual. Tip 9. Get a furry friend. Here's a fun one. Did you know pets can lower your blood pressure? Studies show that dog owners in particular tend to have lower readings, possibly because petting your pup or taking them for a walk reduces stress and boosts feel-good hormones. One study even found that adopting a pet lowered blood pressure more than some medications. If you're not ready to adopt, try volunteering at a local shelter or spending time with a friend's pet. It's a heart-healthy win-win. Tip 10. Know your target numbers. So what's a healthy blood pressure? A groundbreaking study called the SPRINT trial found that aiming for 120/80ths instead of 140/90ths cut the risk of heart attack and stroke by 25% and even lowered death rates. But don't stress about perfection. 130/80ths is now considered the upper limit for most people. Work with your doctor to find your sweet spot, especially if you're making big lifestyle changes. Track your numbers at home with a reliable monitor to stay motivated and see your progress. Here's a bonus tip to supercharge your results. Focus on foods that boost nitric oxide, a molecule that naturally relaxes your blood vessels. Beets, arugula, and dark chocolate, yes, chocolate, are packed with nitrates that can lower blood pressure by 3-5 points. Try adding a beet smoothie to your morning or a handful of arugula to your salad. Just keep the chocolate dark and low sugar, 70% cocoa or higher. This little trick can amplify all the other strategies and keep your vessels flexible and happy. There you have it. 10 natural ways to lower your blood pressure, plus a bonus tip to take it to the next level. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Pick one strategy from this list, maybe cutting back on sodium or taking a daily walk, and commit to it for a week. Drop a comment below to share what you're trying, and let's hold each other accountable.